Yeah, so last time when we meet, we are discussing about HTML. I think some of you were able to follow up the videos which I was making. So in this lesson, I want to introduce you to CSS. So for we are going just to understand an introduction to CSS, and in that, I'll just tell you we have different types of CSS. So the first one, it is called inline CSS. So let me open the text editor so that you are able to see what I'm trying to talk about. So I'll just leave a space here. This is our usual file. So types of CSS. So the first one. So the first one is called the inline CSS. Then the second one is called internal CSS. Then the third one is called external CSS. Now, what is an inline CSS? So an inline CSS is written inside the HTML document. Now, how does it written? So if I want to change this, the color of this text into a color which I want them to be, if I want to use an inline CSS, meaning I will write inside this tag, the p tag, because the p tag is the one which is representing this. Yeah, so if I want to use an inline CSS, I have to write inside this tag. Let me show you what I'm trying to say. So if I'm using an inline CSS, I'll say style is equal to, which do I want to change is a color. So I'll say color. Then which color do I want? I want red. So I mean red. Yeah. So I will write red. So if I go to my page and refresh, it has to change from black to red, since I have included the CSS. As I told you in introduction when we started, you said CSS is used to do what? To make our website look nice and look in the way which we want it to be. So I want this to be in red. That's why I have done to say style color red. So let me see what will happen in the browser. So if I refresh this, I'm expecting this to change to red. So let's see what will happen. Wow. So you can see this one has changed. Don't worry about what has appeared on top. Is what I wrote before an HTML doc type. So our interest is the color for this sentence. So you can see it has changed. Now, what is different? The difference between an inline and an internal CSS. Both they are written inside the HTML file. Now the difference is inline is written inside the tag which I want to change, everything which I want to style with. Now for internal CSS, it is written in the head of an HTML file. So let me show you. Let me delete this first. I delete this and save. If I go and refresh, I'm expecting to be back in its normal color, which is black. Here we go. So let me now show you how an internal CSS works. So I have to come here between this header tag, between these two header tags, the open one and the closing one. So I have to come here. I have to come either before the title or after the title. So I'll write before the title, I'll say style. Then in between the open tag of style and the closing tag of style is where I'll be doing all the activities which I want to change in my HTML file. So let me also try to change the color for our paragraph. So this is a P, meaning paragraph. So if I want to change these words, I'll just pick this tag, which is P, and put it here. So let me take it and I say P. Then you open these brackets. Then in between those brackets, you are going to do whatever you want to change over this sentence. So first thing I want to change the color, so I'll just say color full colon, then this time let me put it green, then green. I end with what? A semicolon. If I want also, I can change the font size. So the font size, let me put it to be 50 pixel. So we are expecting the font size to be 50 pixel and the color to be what? Green. So let me go and see what will happen in my browser. So if I go here and refresh, so here we go. We have seen this sentence has increased in its size and the color has changed. So this is how an internal CSS works. I think you can observe the difference. This one is written in between the head, but for the inline it is written inside the what? The tag which I want to style. Now we also have this one, an external CSS. You understand to say external, meaning it has to be outside something. So for external CSS, we create a separate file which will be having this on the CSS what? The CSS files. So what I'll do is I have to create another file called CSS. I introduced you to say for HTML, when you're creating an HTML file, it has to end with the HTML. So even here, if I'm trying to create an external CSS, I don't want to write inside the HTML document. I have to create external CSS and put an extension of what? .css. So this one we need to understand it more and deeper. So what we'll do, I'll explain more and I'll show you how it works and why it is good to be used in the next lesson. Don't forget to follow up the next video. That can only be done when you subscribe, so that every videos which I'm making, you are able to follow them. Thank you and have a good night wherever you are. If it's a day, enjoy your day. Thank you.